Hello there everybody and welcome back to another Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes video. Today we got a fun one planned for you. It is the next episode of Ask Asteroid, the weekly series where you guys ask me questions in my Discord server and I answer them. And that's kind of it. Yeah, we just talk about what's going on in the game, what's going on with me, what I think the future of this game is going, and basically just answer a bunch of different topics, a bunch of different videos all in one. They're all like small videos that wouldn't really be a full video. We put those topics together for these videos. So welcome to the channel. If you haven't already, drop a like and subscribe. Now let's get right into this. I stalled for way too long there. Anyway, so last week I asked you in the Discord server, link is in the description, some questions, and this is what you received. This is what you guys gave me. So let's see what you got here. What is your favorite and least favorite Omicrons you've applied? Now, honestly, I have been very conservative with my Omicrons that I've applied so far. We can go through all of them right now, actually. Like, there's not that many on my account. Let me take a look. I have Treya's on there, which makes Treya amazing. Great. I put one on Wampa. Makes Wampa amazing. I put one on Mara Jade. Now, I'm glad I put my Omicron on Mara Jade. And we're starting to implement this more in my guild. But when I applied this, it's just because I was upgrading Mara Jade. I didn't really... I still don't... I will be completely honest. I'm sorry. I know my guild leader's probably watching this. I don't play Territory Wars that much. I will join in. I will place a lot on defense. And then every single time I go to look on offense, like to go fight someone, they're all teams I just can't get through. Or I can get through one or two of them. And that's it. So, my apologies to my guild leader. But, I just don't really play too much Territory Wars. I don't get too much use out of that Omicron. I mean, I'm glad I have it, to be honest. It's not one I regret putting on, per se, but it's definitely one of the least beneficial ones I've put on, to me anyways. My Savage Press was definitely needed. And then there was... I think I have one more Omicron on here somewhere. Maybe I do. Maybe I do? Maybe? Do I not have another Omicron? I think I have one more... Oh, it's on Starkiller, isn't it? It might be on Starkiller. That's crazy. My biggest regret, my biggest Omicron regret so far. Oh, I also have one on Poggle, but I want that one because I need that one for the guild basically. Yeah. I think my biggest one I regret is the one on Starkiller, just because I haven't upgraded him to the point where it's been useful yet. I haven't really been able to use him in GAC that much. So, yeah, that's kind of why. I mean, I know it's a great Omicron. I was gonna put it on eventually. I don't use Starkiller yet, but I put the Omicron on because I'm gonna start. I mean, I have him favorited, so I'm working on gearing him up. So that is kind of why I'm not a huge fan of that. So my least favorite Omicrons is tied between Starkiller and Mara Jade, probably. So there we go. Chameleon, do you think we should do a Star Wars related 2024 bingo? I have a few ideas of what we could put on there. Jar Jar added to Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, Star Wars Outlaws gets a buggy launch, a new AAA Star Wars trailer reveal trial. Okay, well, I think that would be fun if we did that in the Discord server. Absolutely, I think I'll do that. In this video, though, I'm going to cut here. I'm going to go make a different one for only Galaxy of Heroes specifically, and then I'll talk about that in a second. All right, so I think I finally may have come up with a little something here I'm kind of happy with. So let's take a look here. I think, you know, Jar Jar getting out of the game, very possible. A unit gets reworked, very possible. An old character gets an Omicron, like, I don't know, like Kit Fisto or some old character like that gets a rework or an Omicron, something like that. I guess that would be one of these two. And then a bad unit gets a lifter. Now, I had to specify a bad unit because we're already getting a lifter with Darth Bane. And Darth Bane is lifting up Sith Eternal, which you can argue is a bad Galactic Legend if you want to. But the fact of the matter is that that's a Galactic Legend, which means that they're at the top end of the game. So we're talking about a bad character gets a lifter. I don't even know who that would be, but just, you know, putting it out there, I guess. Relic 10, that comes out. That would be awesome. A Sith Eternal Lightspeed Bundle. I think a Sith Eternal Lightspeed Bundle would be awesome. I think it might happen. So let's put it on there. The Trench Capital Ship, I'm pretty sure that's what it's going to be. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a Trench Capital Ship. I also think the next Conquest unit is going to be a Galactic Republic Conquest unit, so we'll throw that one in here as well. I think they're going to make maybe some more changes to the stores, like maybe adding some more shipments like they did at the very end there. They added a whole new shipment. Maybe they add more shipments, maybe they rework shipments. I don't know. Something like that would be great. I spelt this wrong, so I'll edit that after this, but I think CG at some point is going to stop complaining, stop people from complaining by distracting us by giving us a lightspeed bundle or giving us shards of something or a new event, something like that. Probably a lightspeed bundle. That's probably what's going to happen. They're going to stop us complaining by making us spend more money. A Revan lightspeed bundle, maybe even a Malik lightspeed bundle. I'll kind of throw that in here. If they do a Jedi Knight Revan or a Darth Revan bundle, there we go. I think they're going to do Jedi Knight Revan just because they just released Leviathan, so it doesn't make sense for them to do a Darth Revan bundle, I think. I don't know. I don't think they're going to do a Darth Revan bundle, if I had to guess. But a Revan bundle for lightspeed would be on here. I think they really need to add Bad Batch Crosshair. Crosshair needs to be in this game. I think we're getting Bad Batch Season 3 this year, I think. Still, they should add him. The middle is a free space. We get a 212 faction. I've seen a lot of people say this. Make Commander Cody useful. Make, you can give it to GK, be maybe a leader as well. You can put GK on there. But then you could add Waxer. You could add Boyle. I don't know who else you'd add on there, but you could add a Waxer and Boyle for sure. The new raid this year might suck. So I'll put that one on there. Maybe the new raid sucks. I don't know. An event or a unit is bugged at launch. This one's almost guaranteed. Ahsoka content from the TV show. This is another one that's pretty much almost guaranteed. I would be shocked if we don't get Ahsoka content coming up. I put this one on here, and I didn't realize until after I put it on here that we already technically got it. In the game right now, Iden Versio is on the Cantina node. You can farm Iden Versio on here, and I'm sure there's a reason that it's 1 a.m. I don't really remember what's going on, to be honest, with the why this Iden Versio thing is happening, but that seems pretty random to me. So have me a random bonus drop. There you go, Iden Versio, kicking it off right now. Getting some Andor content. We're getting Andor Season 2 this year, and I think Disney was shocked by how much people loved Andor, so I think they might put some Andor content, just maybe put Luthen in here or something like that. Luthen's ship, though, oh my god, I would love Luthen's ship in the game. Luthen and his ship would be awesome in the game. Maybe just put another version of Cassian Andor and just put under the Rogue One tag. I don't know. Something like that. Maybe just some Andor content. That would be great. And then a Naboo faction. I think, Captain Tarpals, Queen Amidala, Captain Panaka, stuff like that. That could fit under that Naboo faction. That would be awesome. I hope they do that. Fingers crossed. And then next up we have they abandon the Endor raid format where it's like hitting and then you have the stacks of stuff you have to go through and then you're just sitting back and forth while your speeder shakes while it's having like a stroke. Yeah, they're not going to do that again. I don't think they're going to do that again. So get rid of that. Then we have a Gaslight speed bundle. That's pretty much self-explanatory. I think they could use a droid faction lifter. Now they kind of did this with Sortie, but I still don't really see people use Sortie that much. I mean, it would be nice. I mean, I don't necessarily think this one is going to happen 100%, but maybe Sortie gets a lifter. There's a new droid character that makes droids extremely compatible. I don't know, something like that. A droid lifter would be great. I don't know who that would be. Maybe it's Huyang. Huyang could be a droid lifter. That would be fire, actually. Huyang being a droid lifter, I like that idea a lot. He's a fighter too. Huyang could be a support character and a fighter at like the same time. That would be kind of fire, actually. Maybe Huyang comes in clutch here for that one. So then here we have random double drops. They just did so many double drops and random bonus drops in 2023 for Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, way more than I think they ever did before. So I'm just going to continue that trend and just say maybe they're going to do more of that. And then we're going to wrap this list up with a Jedi Master Luke Lightspeed bundle. I almost put vehicles on here, but I feel like if I put vehicles on here, it almost guarantee whatever column it was in would ruin that chance of it happening. So I just didn't put vehicles on here, but it's something I thought about. I don't know. I think this is pretty solid. I'm going to play this game. We'll update this as the year goes on. If I can remember to do so, that would be really fun in my opinion, I think. All right, so we're back. In real time, I haven't recorded that clip yet, so we're going to move on like nothing happened. What is your favorite Conquest unit so far in terms of kits and how to look at it? And the look of it, and how do you feel about Conquest? Okay, well, I think we all know how I feel about Conquest. Well, a lot of people know how I feel about Conquest, if you watch my content regularly anyways. I hate it. I will say, ever since I've gotten Rey, and I've gotten into hard Conquest, the rewards have been a lot better, and it's been a lot easier with Ray. I will be honest. I am only in Sector 3, which I need to work on, and I did buy Conquest Pass Plus, so I have a bunch of other benefits here. So, I mean, I don't know if I can say it's a fair equivalent, a fair thing to equate. I don't know what the best way of trying to say what I'm trying to say is. Basically, I think Conquest is really boring and frustrating, and I don't like it that much. However, this cycle, because of Darth Bane, because I have Ray, because I finally unlocked Hard Mode Conquest, and because I bought the Conquest Pass Plus, it's a lot easier, honestly, and I've had a lot of fun with it. I'm actually having fun with Conquest, and this is probably the first and last time I'll ever have fun with Conquest, if I'm being honest. So, shockingly, that's where I'm at with it right now. You asked me what about is my favorite Conquest unit? Now, my favorite Conquest unit is kind of tricky, because I don't really have one. I don't have any Conquest units yet, besides Razor Crest, which I do like Razor Crest, but I just don't know if that's a fair thing I can answer yet, because I just don't really have any. I know Malgus is kind of falling out of favor. I'm excited to get Ben Solo. Admiral Trench is Admiral Trench. We don't really need to talk about that. Cat and Maul, they're Cat and Maul, so again, we don't really need to talk about that too much. Darth Bane, very excited for this. Terra Malicos, I'm excited for him. I think he's cool. I want to get him eventually, but right now he doesn't really have a place on my roster, so it's not really anything I'm grinding towards. I just have like no UFUs. Dark Trooper Moff Gideon. I think it's kind of the same thing with Terra Malicos, where like, I'm excited to get him. He's not bad. He just doesn't really have a place on my roster right now. So, not like the biggest, not really rushing him or trying to get him or anything. Boba Fett Sign of Django is Boba Fett. It's Conquest Boba Fett. We don't really need to talk about that. And I think that, yeah, that's probably all the Conquest units. Besides Razor Crest. Unless there's another ship I'm forgetting. Oh, isn't the Fury class Interceptor one? I don't know. I can't really say anything about that. I haven't really seen too much gameplay of it, to be honest. So, I guess my favorite Conquest units right now has to be between Cat, Maul, and... Oh, what was the other one I was just talking about? Cat, Maul, and... Hold on. Sorry. Cat, Maul, Bane, and Malgus, I guess. Sure, or Ben Solo. That's who I was thinking of. I was thinking of Ben Solo. I mean, I'm very excited to get Malgus, but I know he's kind of starting to fall out of favor for people, especially with Big Cal. So, being able to counter him. So, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with Conquest units, but I don't think that's a fair thing to ask me because I don't have any of them. Does pineapple go on pizza? Pineapple does not go on pizza. I will say, I do think it kind of depends on the pizza place. I do think the kind of pineapple they use and the kind of pizza you get and where you get it from definitely makes a difference. Because I've had pineapple pizza where I'm like, okay, I feel like this is not atrocious, but it's not good. I wouldn't choose it. And then I've had pineapple pizza where it's like, oh my god, I want to throw up. So, no. Pineapple does not go on pizza for me. Here, I'll tell you this. Pepperoni, you can't not have a pizza without pepperoni. For me, I need pepperoni in my pizza. Pepperoni, bacon, and then they also have like the spicy pepperoni. So you get two types of pepperoni and bacon on there. Oh my god, it's so good. It's so good. I love that. That's probably my ideal pizza. When I'm a fat ass anyways. Alright, John and I, Caleb, do you think CG should start moving older characters that are on farmable nodes and put them into Galactic War shipments, /store or on the Cantina shop /shipment? So are you asking, put older characters in more shipments? Yeah. Why? Yeah, there's a lot of characters that need to come to shipments here. I really don't know why a lot of these terrible characters that the CG has aren't just on these nodes. Like, why put the horrible characters on nodes and not put them on in shipments where you have the option to farm them, but if you don't want to farm them, you don't have to. I think a great example of that is, I think they are actually on the in here, is like Night Sister Initiate, but I was looking for someone else. I was looking for, what is her name? Mob Enforcer. Mob Enforcer is who I'm thinking of. They should do like ETH Koth. Yeah, put it under here, where like nobody has to farm it, where it's not like on a node or something, and then you can save the nodes for other things. I don't know. Maybe you could do both. It just depends on the unit. I think they should put more stuff in shipments, basically. Long story short, yes, I think they should. What do you think about them adding Rahm Kota from the Force Unleashed and creating a Jedi Rebels or something, even a lifter unit for Starkiller to put in the Jedi slot of the Starkiller team? Now, I don't know if Starkiller really needs a lifter. I don't know if Starkiller needs a lifter. I guess we're all at different points in the game, right? So maybe where I'm coming from in Chromium is different from where you are in Kyber, obviously. So just kind of depends on where you are in the game on that one, I suppose. But I love Rahm Kota. I actually need to finish my Force Unleashed live stream series on my other channel, which I want to get that up and running again, but we'll see what happens with that. I need to get all the way through Force Unleashed. I'm like halfway through it right now. So I love Rahm Kota. He's actually, when I played Force Unleashed back when I was a kid, Rahm Kota was like one of my favorite characters. I really liked him. He was like the original Blind Jedi too. He did that whole thing. I'm a huge fan of him. I actually really like Rahm Kota. And I've actually been preaching... I had this idea when I first started making videos about Rahm Kota being in the game, but I don't think I ever made a video about it or mentioned it in a video. Maybe I talked about it in a live stream or two. I don't know. But yes, I think that would be a great idea. I think he could work in a Starkiller team, but I don't know if Starkiller necessarily needs a lifter. Maybe it's just another option for a Starkiller team. Maybe it's not necessarily a lifter, but another thing to plug in that slot. I don't know. That could be a great idea. I think I really like that idea. Who's your favorite guild leader? Guess what? Huggy Bear is my guild leader. Yeah, Huggy Bear is my favorite guild leader. So please don't kick me for not playing Territory Wars. I do actually play Territory Wars. Okay, I play Territory Wars. I just don't play it as much as I probably should. Or every time I check, there's no one I can beat, and so I just put everything on defense, and then I'm like, oh. Now I'm not getting any offense. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm a bad guildmate when it comes to Territory Wars. I know. I'm sorry. What's your favorite Territory War Omicron? My favorite is HK. Is it? Yeah, I don't know why I even read the rest of that sentence. I don't think I have any Territory War Omicrons. Wait, besides this one, right? This is Territory... Yeah, this is Territory War. Okay, so this one and Poggle, those are the two Territory War Omicrons I have on. So between the two of them... Poggle, just because I use it more, I get to always put my Geos on defense now because of it. But I don't know if that's not necessarily a bad Omicron. Neither are necessarily bad. It's just, I guess that's what I've got for my two Territory War Omicrons. Does HK47 even have a Territory War Omicron? Yeah, he just doesn't have an Omicron, and you're just making me check for no reason. Cool, thanks for that. Who's your favorite droid in the game? This is a question I can actually answer. What do you know? Let's take a look at the droid faction in the video game. Droids. Right now I'm using BB-8 a lot. But when I look here and see, okay, what characters that are droids am I getting the most use out of? It's definitely Dark Trooper, which I'm starting to relic, by the way, which is phenomenal. Finally, I'm so glad. I love IG-88 because of the ship, not because of the character, so that's kind of a cop-out, so I'm not really going to say IG-88 there. My Separatist team is not really up to snuff yet, as you can tell, but I'm excited to get them there. I use L337 with my Dash Rendar team, and I get some holds up with that occasionally, so can't complain too much about that, but those are some of my favorite droids I use on the roster. I'm very excited to get Chupak up and running. I don't have C-3PO yet, but I'm sure C-3PO will be my... Well, it'll probably be C-3PO, Dark Trooper, or General Grievous is my favorite droids once I get that up and running. Oh my god, I have almost 600 charges of IG-86. Jesus Christ. Interesting. Okay. Anyways, what is the ideal HK... I don't know why I don't read these things before I start reading them out loud. If you could turn any complete trash character and rework them into a god-tier character for a joke, who would you choose? Why do I read the rest of these questions, you guys? This is... Okay. What trash character would I rework? Kit Fisto! Screw you. You wanted me to say HK47. Kit Fisto. Kit Fisto should be a meta character. Kit Fisto is on the council. He's on the Jedi Council. And yet here he sits, level 43, kind of with his half smirk, in 240p. I can see the frickin' polygons on his head. Like, bro, Kit Fisto needs some love, man. Look at this. 35% counter chance and 20% offense. Bro, that's awful. That's awful. 30% chance to attack again. Oh, man, this is sad, man. Kit Fisto needs some love, and I would love him to be a meta character. I love Kit Fisto. I really do. Kit Fisto is awesome, and he should be meta. So, screw you for trying to get me to say HK47. I came up with a better answer. Do you think we're in the Matrix? Alright, I think that's enough internet for today. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Have a like and subscribe and turn the notification bell on for more awesome videos just like this. I got a live stream tomorrow, so stay tuned for that, I believe. Yeah, that'll be grinding for GAC and for Darth Bane. So, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Adios.